Okay, today we are going to talk about what we call sum and difference formulas. If we have a sum means what? Addition. Or if we have a difference means subtraction. Inside of our trig function, we need a way to break it apart. Okay? So if we have two angles added or subtracted inside a trig function, we need to be able to break that apart to evaluate it. Okay? So, here we go. We have one for each of the three major trig functions, sine, cosine, tangent. Okay? Our sine formula. If we have two angles, u and v, added or subtracted, then we have sine u cosine v plus or minus sine v cosine u. I would like you to pay attention to the plus or minus. Okay? If there is addition here, that means you have addition between these two terms. If you have subtraction here, you're going to use subtraction here. Instead of writing out two formulas, I just squished it into one. So whatever is inside your function, you use over here. All right. Let's look at our cosine one. If we have cosine of u plus or minus sum or difference, v, we get this over here. Now everyone take a time out. Everyone look, stop writing. You notice this. Is it different? Write it that way. Continue. Why do you think it's different? Okay, it's going to be opposite of what's going on. If you have addition in here, you're going to subtract out here. And vice versa. Okay. Yes?
Okay, for sine you have the equal sine, cosine, sine, cosine. Why is it cosine, cosine, sine, sine?
It's just a different formula. Okay. These will be given to you on a quiz or test. You will not have to memorize these. And then here is tangent.
Did the book use it with using these, or did you choose that?
I think the book uses using these.
So
If
that's
you-
so close.
I know. If you would like to use something else, X's and Y's, fine. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and press pause here. Oh. Yep, okay. All right, welcome back, people watching online. Say hi.
Hi.
All right, let's do some examples. Okay, we are really good evaluating our special angles. Pi over 6, pi over 3, pi over 4, multiples of those angles. Okay, we can use those to help us evaluate other angles, like the sine of pi over 12. Okay. Is there a sum or difference of two of our special angles that would give us pi over 12? I need you to add or subtract 2 of those special angles to get us pi over 12.
4 minus 5 or 6.
Okay. Pi over 4 minus pi over 6, you say? Because that would be 3/12 minus 2/12. Yeah? Okay, so now we can use our difference formula, right? Is everyone okay with this fraction thing here? Okay. If you need to change it to degrees and then change it back, fine, but we need to be able to think with fractions, okay? Is that the only way to do it? Probably not. Okay, there's lots of ways, but this is probably going to be the simplest when we evaluate. So what is the sign difference formula? Oh, it's right here, isn't it? I wrote it right here. Okay, so if we have sine of u minus v, we have the sine of u times the cosine of v.
Would that be a negative since we're minus?
No, because we're using u minus v. Okay, so we'll say sine of u cosine v, and we keep our sign consistent. Sine of v cosine u. Okay, can we evaluate everything now? Yeah, we can. What's the sign of pi over 4? Times the cosine of pi over 6. Minus the sine of pi over 6. 1/2. Times the cosine of pi over 4. So we have radical 6 minus radical 2 all over 4. That is the exact value of the sine of pi over 12. 2 times 2 for this denominator, 2 times 2 for this denominator. Can I combine radical 6 minus radical 2? No, we cannot. Question?
I said no say, but I guess that means I don't know. I don't know how.
Questions? Let's try this one, the sine of 75 degrees.
Should we switch it? We can make it.
So let's think of, let's see, 30, 45, 60.
Could you like 30 plus 45?
We sure can. We can say that this is, I'm going to use different color actually. This is the sine of, what do you say? 30 degrees plus 45 degrees. Right? Yeah. So our sum formula, we're going to say the sine of the first times the cosine of the second. It's addition inside, so addition in our formula, sine of the second times cosine of the first. Sine of 30. Cosine of 45. Plus sine of 45. Okay, when I say the sine of 45, I want everyone to say radical 2 over 2. Okay? Cosine of 30. Okay, we all know our unit circle, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So we have radical 2 plus radical 6 all over 4. Yes, I realize that you can put this in your calculator, but your calculator is an approximation. This is the exact value. Okay? Questions here? All right. I want us to simplify this expression. Okay, so we have the cosine of theta minus 3 pi over 2. What is happening inside of our cosine function? Subtraction. Okay, so we can use our difference formula, which would be the cosine of u times the cosine of v. If it's subtraction here, what are we going to use over here in our formula? Addition. We switch it. Sine of u, sine of v. Okay? So can we do some simplifying here? Okay. We have the cosine of theta times, what's the cosine of 3 pi over 2? Plus the sine of theta times, what's the sine of 3 pi over 2? Cosine times 0 goes away, and we're left with negative sine theta.
I'm really tired.
I just turned around, I was like in immense pain.
I was just like, nervous. I had to like still see, hold my head up like this.
Is this hard?
It's not, that's better.
That is possibly better than this today.
I scared you with this over here, right?
Yeah, that was not cool.
Okay, let's practice with a tangent. Okay, tangent of theta plus 3 pi. Okay, we have a sum inside of our tangent. Okay, so please be careful with your signs. Okay, this is the tangent of theta. Since it's addition here, we have plus the tangent of 3 pi. Over, in our denominator, we have 1. This means change the sign, so we have minus tangent theta, tangent 3 pi. Okay. What is the tangent of 3 pi? Where is 3 pi? Here's 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 pi is in the same place as pi. So what's the tangent? So what are we left with? We have 1 minus 0 in the denominator, right? Okay, so we have tangent plus 0 over 1 minus 0.
May I have your attention, please? At this time, will you excuse the juniors and seniors who will be receiving the award of academic excellence? Honored students, please proceed directly to the Titan Theater so that the ceremony can begin on time. You will sit alphabetically by class with seniors in the front rows. There will be a gold program taped on the chairs with your name on it. Please sign your name. This will be the order that you will be introduced on stage. Thank you.
Okay. We have one more example left, those of you who are leaving. Okay, we are going to write a proof with these.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to verify an identity.
Wait, just because you put a different word in front of it.
Okay. This is what we did on Tuesday's quiz. We take one side and make it look like the other side.
Oh.
Wait, you
Stop complaining, Jenna.
Seriously?
Okay. What side should we work with?
The left side.
The left side. We have a difference inside of cosine, so we can use our sum difference formula, right? So we have the cosine of the first times the cosine of the second. Since it's subtraction, we're going to use the opposite, which is addition. Sine of the first times the sine of the second. Well, this isn't too bad, is it? What's the cosine of pi over 2?
0.
Plus, what's the sine of pi over 2? Okay, I realize that at this step, you know that the cosine is 0 and the sine is 1. You better show me this step right here in your proof. You cannot skip it. Then we can recognize, 0 times cosine is 0, and 1 times sine is sine. So we have the sine of x equals the sine of x. And here's your homework.
It was Friday.
It's Thursday.
Like next week.
Oh.
This is your homework. We have, is our quiz on Friday? Yeah, our quiz is on Friday. Okay. So this is what is going to happen. This is your homework for the weekend. You have a 4-day weekend. I am not here on Tuesday. Listen, I am not here on Tuesday. You will have a worksheet to practice your solving from yesterday and your sum and difference formulas from today. Wednesday, I'll be back. So Tuesday will be nice that you can get some more practice on solving. I think you need that. Okay. Wednesday, I'll come back and we'll finish our last section in chapter 5. We'll have a quiz on Friday, and then our test will be the following Tuesday. Okay.